Okay, assuming I set this up right, we should be recording. So, this is going to be a very short video. I just got a question that hopefully I can post this on a forum and get some feedback. I want to know if anyone knows how to use paint.net to be able to resize an image without losing the opacity. For example, if I go to the image and I go to resize, we want to resize it by percent. We want it to be 50%. Now, we can use any one of these. Let's use nearest neighbor. See, it keeps the opacity of the blue. It stays solid, so we got the eyedropper here. Now, if we go click on these here, opacity 255, opacity 255, 255, 255. It keeps it's all solid. That's good, but as you can tell, we got a lot of dead space that we didn't have before. I mean, we got some dead space here, but you can see this is a lot more full. Now, if I go to resize in anything other than nearest neighbor, so 50%, and any of these, super sampling, font, bilinear, bicubic, it doesn't matter. Best quality is just going to do super sampling. But any of these will resize it to a good spot. It's like, that looks fine, except now they're all transparent. Look, 128, 64, 64, 64, 191, 191, 128. You know, I don't want it to go transparent. That's stupid. I want to resize this, not like, I don't know. And I know I just don't know what I'm doing, which is why I'm posting this video. I want to know if anybody knows how to resize an image by 50% that will stay full like this, but without losing the opacity. I don't want it to be, I don't want it to get all transparent. I want to keep the solid blue. And no matter what option I use to resize, they all do the same thing. They all make it transparent. I don't want the transparent blue. I like where it's got the blue dots, like the resizing and the texture, the overlay here, is fine if it didn't make it transparent. And that's what's frustrating me. Because the only way I can resize it without losing the transparency is by nearest neighbor, but then you lose massive amounts of detail, which is unacceptable. There's got to be an in-between. There's got to be a way to resize the image by 50%, keeping all these details without making it go transparent. Now, sure, I can do this, and I can just take this eyedropper, just click this, then come down here, break this, go up, hit the pencil, put the dot. Go over here, hit the eyedropper, hit this, come down here, change the transparency, come back up here, hit the pencil, fix the dot. Come back over here. You know, you get the picture. It's stupid, repetitive, unnecessary, ridiculous garbage that I shouldn't have to do. And I'm 99.9% sure that I don't have to sit here and do this to get what I want. I just don't know how to use the software to its potential to get the results that I want. And that's what I'm asking help for. I'm wanting somebody to help. All I want to do is resize this overlay texture by 50% using anything except nearest neighbor and keep the opacity. But when you go nearest neighbor, you lose all this extra detail that you otherwise have with every single other um, resize. But then when the other ones get resized, it makes it transparent, which is frustrating. I don't want it to be transparent. And I don't want to have to sit here, use the eyedropper to keep the colors correct, and come down here and change the opacity on every single individual pixel one at a time. That's stupid, dumb, and repetitive. So please, someone tell me how to use paint.net properly, where I can simply resize the picture by 50% to keep the detail like this does, but without losing the opacity and making it all transparent and garbage. So if someone could help me with that, I'd greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much for your time.